What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Cat and Mize coming at you with a new do-it-yourself video. Only because I've had trouble with this and I looked and I haven't found it online. So, the reason for this video, as you can see, I'm in the shower, which is dirty because of this. The reason for this video is my shower head keeps dripping. My water is off right now, but the shower head keeps dripping. So, and this is the cold, you know, you can turn it, it stops. Turn it off, it stops. This is the hot. It just keeps turning and turning and turning. So that's my problem today. That's what I'm going to show you. So I kind of speed the video up a little bit. Did a few things. Unscrew that. There's a screw in there. Unscrew that. Twist this off. Twist. There you go. Then you see this cartridge is, like I said, I already been in here. This cartridge is new, but as you can see, it's inside the wall. As you can see, it's inside the wall, and that's the problem. So I'll shine the light so you can see. That cartridge has a big screw or bolt at the end of it that you need to get to. So let me see. There you go. You can see it right there, perfect. That's what we need to get to. But as you can see, it's like an inch or so inside the wall. That's the problem. I've looked around, nobody had tools to take this out. But I found it, and that's what I'm going to show you. So go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Just bear with me. I'm trying to hold the camera and do the work also. Here's the tool, and once I get this out, I'll explain to you what this tool is. As you can see, it slides right over the cartridge and locks in place. Now it has a hole where you can stick a screwdriver, but of course can't stick the screwdriver because of that cartridge right there. So what you need to do, get a pair of pliers. Make sure it's on, get a pair of pliers and turn it. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Just turn it. Couple turns to break it and loosen it. There you go. Just keep turning it. Then after you do that, after you loosen it, you can do it by hand. Wow, there you go. So pop that cartridge out. You can see how it looks on the inside. There you go. That's the cartridge. So again, this is my second time doing this, so I need to be exact. Make sure I do everything right. So what I'm going to do is do the same exact thing to the cold side, but I'm going to be comparing the two, you know, so I make sure that I install the other side correctly. So, oh, look, that got stuck in there. So sit there right there. There again, there's the cold cartridge. Cold cartridge again. The plastic sleeve with the grooves came off. So again, show you the inside. There you go. Slide the tool over, locks in place, and then just turn. Now, I didn't show this in the video. You might have to do this as well. I did it for both of my holes. As you see, the hole is chipped the towel away to get this piece to fit. And you have to be very careful when you're doing that, because if you don't do it right, then you can crack that whole piece of towel instead of just that little part that you're trying to do. So just make sure you're careful while doing that. Having a little trouble getting it off. Keep going till you get it. Let's see. There we go. Got it. There we go. Got the other cartridge out. Got the other cartridge out, as you can see. Wow. Now, here we go. This is the breaking news. This is what I found out. And I've seen online people saying that their knob keeps turning and turning and turning because the grooves is stripped on the inside. That's not necessarily true. I found this out right now. So, and I'll post a picture so you can see the difference. If you look in there at this is the hot one, the one that I'm replacing. At the bottom, you can see through there. There's a crack. And at the top, there's nothing. You look at this one, it's all the way closed. And at the top, you see the little grooves that look like a moon, or if you would draw a bird, you see it at the top right there. There we go. You can see it perfect. So the cold has that, and the hot doesn't. So in conclusion, I found out that's the reason why my knob just keeps turning and turning and turning, because it's missing that groove, and it's also cracked. So I'm going to go ahead and get that replaced too as well. Now, what I found out about my cartridge is, this is the old cartridge right here. It's a Sterling cartridge. It's made by Sterling. Everywhere do not sell those. I went to Ace, I went to Home Depot, they didn't have it. I had to go to a place called Ferguson, and they had it. This is the replaced part, and it comes in a pack of two, one for the hot, one for the cold, and you have to rebuild and use this bottom screw. So you're going to use one or the other. Now, I've already installed the new cartridge, as you seen when I took it out, and I still had that leaking problem. That's where I found that white part was cracked. So that being said, I went back to Ferguson. They sent me to a place called True Value Hardware. I don't know if everyone has those in their city or whatever, but True Value Hardware, I got this, $23.99. It was actually $5 cheaper than the stems at Ferguson, and it came with the white part that I needed, which is this right here. As you can see, there's the two birds, or the M's, that I was talking about right here at the top, the main part that I needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the other one out and show you take the other one out and show you what's wrong with it. So here we go. Now this is the part that's broken. As you can see right here at the bottom, it's broken, and it doesn't have that M or the wings on it that I was talking about. This is the new one, and this is the old one. As you can see, the old one is broken and it's missing the top part. So that's what I need. That's what you need as well to get your knob to stop spinning and spinning. Now let's get to the gold. The gold is this tool that I use. That it was hard to find. Nobody had anything to take that cartridge out that is inside the wall. Well, when I went to Ferguson, they have something called ProFlow PF 600. It's a plumber's tool socket set, as you can see, and there's the sockets. Comes on the ring. Has two sizes on each socket, each side. And this is the one that I use, the 2932. And as you see, the cartridge is still in, and it fits perfect. This is the goal. This should be sold everywhere, hardware stores, wherever they sell things, that should be sold, because that would make it less stressful for anybody that's trying to to change the cartridge in their shower that has the problem like I have of it being a few inches in the wall. Again, I'm gonna show you this, that as you can see, it's inside the wall. Inside the wall, as you can see. Inside the wall. So go ahead, pause this video, build the cartridge, and I'll be back. All right, here we go. So this is the cold side. As you can see, the hole is to the left. This is the hot side. The hole is to the right. As you see, I already installed the plastic part that was missing. I just, like I said, there's two, one for the hot, one for the cold. You use either or. I just looked inside this hole and seen how that one was as I placed this one. So now that that's done, that should stop my knob from constantly turning, spinning. So since that's done, go ahead and, as you see, it's in the wall. That's the purpose of the video. Go ahead and start placing things back together how they were, so we can go ahead and see if we did a good job. So start with the cold cartridge, and like I said, hand tighten it, then use that magic tool, which is so easy to use. As you can see, it just slides right on, and wow, get some pliers, vice grips, and just twist like so. If it comes off, just place it back on, continue the process. Now there we go, as tight as it can go. That's the cold side installed. Here's my new cartridge for the hot side. Look in, just slide it in. I don't know, I guess you're supposed to put it over that hole and twist, hand tight, let it catch. There we go. Again, get the tool, lock it on, and start twisting. As you can see, it's turning. Make sure it's on all the way. Let it turn. It might slip off, push it back on. Just keep turning until you can't turn no more. It's tight, like now it's getting tight. I like to get it tight, then turn it a little bit. So, now, I think you're supposed to line that hole up. I'm not sure if I did it on this one. So, what I'm gonna do is double check real quick. I mean, it doesn't take long. Just double check and make sure, because you don't want to do all the work, put everything back, and then something's not right, working right, starts leaking, or don't have cold water or something like that. So if you're ever unsure, just double check, it won't hurt, I guarantee you. So there we go. It's loose. Take that cartridge out. Make sure it lines up with this hole with that hole in there. Pretty sure that's how it goes. Just to be sure, but I don't know what happens while you're turning, you know, because So that's that. I'm gonna pause this real quick. So that's that. Got both of the cartridges put back in place, screwed in. Again, like I said, let me get the light to show you this. The whole point of this video was because that little screw in there at the end of the cartridge is hard to get to because, as you can see, it's inside the wall. That's the problem. And I don't know, I mean, the guy at the store told me just replace the valve one day, but I'd rather just do this. So twist everything back together, put everything back on. Twist, 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 twist. That's that. So that's screw back on, screw back on. Now put your knobs. Of course, the knobs have square ends and they just catch on. Sorry for all the dirtiness. Again, like I said earlier, the dirtiness came from the shower head constantly leaking water. That's making everything as dirty as it is. That's the whole point of getting this changed, so I can finally use the shower and clean up everything. So I don't know if the screw is fitting in there. Screw that in. That's done. Of course, the set comes with an extra pair of screws also. So we just put this one back on. As you can see, it still stops. So this one, let's see if it works. Stops. It's a little rough. Maybe it has to get broken in, but as you can see, I'm turning it and it stops. So problem one fixed. It stops. It doesn't spin. It stops. So we found that problem. Now I'm going to pause the video, go turn the water back on outside, and come back and check if it leaks. All right, I'm back. Got the water turned on. As you can see, you hear it dripping. Demonstration. Turn on the water. Turn it on. It stops. Turn it off. It stops. It won't turn anymore. Shower head drips a little bit. I think it's because of the type of shower head that I have, but the job is done. We changed the cartridge inside the wall of the shower. Fixed the problem. So now time to clean the shower. Real quick, I've done underground utility work before, so I know how to tell. Go ahead and show you this, let you see. This is my meter right here, and like I said, my shower was continuously to leak water, so I just replaced the cartridge and it's still leaking water. So what we do is come out here to the water meter, clean it off, and just sit here for a little bit. That little white triangle will tell you if you have a leak inside your house. Whenever you turn on the water, that white triangle just spins around real fast, and if you had a leak, it would barely move. Sometimes you can't even tell. You would have to put a mark so you can know, but we've been sitting here for about a minute, and as far as I know, it hasn't moved. So what that's telling me is that my shower isn't leaking anymore, even though the water's still coming out. It's my shower head, so I need to get a new shower head so I don't have to hear that drip all night. Again, after you replace your cartridge in your shower, go to your water meter and sit there for a little bit and see if that white triangle moves. If it moves, then you do have a leak in your house. Of course, it's your shower, because that's the reason we came out here. But yeah, and it's still in the same spot again. It's almost 2 minutes, still in the same spot. So gonna go ahead and end this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Tell me if this video was helpful to you. Peace.